This video tutorial I will explain what is cookie-based authentication and what is token-based authentication. Cookie-based authentication is stateful, which means authentication record or session must be kept both server and client side. And server needs to keep track of active sessions in the database. While in the front end, cookie is created and cookie holds the session identifier. So that is the reason it is called cookie-based authentication. Now we will see the flow of cookie-based authentication. Here you can see the browser, which is nothing but the client. And here you can see the server. In client login page, user enters username and password. And the request goes to the server. Server receives the request. And if credentials are correct, then it creates a session. And session will be stored in the database. Then server send successful response to the browser. Along with that, it sends a cookie and cookie contains session ID. And in user's browser, this cookie will be stored. And for the subsequent request, the client send cookie to server. And the cookie contains session ID. And server receives the request and it get session ID from the cookie and it validate against the database record. If it is valid, then it returns successful response back to the client or browser. And once user logs out from the application, the session is destroyed in server side as well as client side. Token-based authentication has gained prevalence over last few years due to the rise of single-page applications, web APIs, and Internet of Things. And when we talk about authentication with tokens, we generally talk about authentication with JSON Web Tokens, which is called JWT. And there are different ways to implement tokens, but JWT have become the default standard. Token-based authentication is stateless, which means the server does not keep a record of which users are logged in or which JWT has been issued. Instead, every request to the server is accompanied by a token, and that token is used by the server to verify the authenticity of the request. And usually, token is sent as part of authorization header like this: bearer space JWT token. The JWT token also can be sent along with the body of post request or even as a query parameter. Now we will see how token based authentication works. Here you can see the browser, which is the client, and here you can see the server. In client login page, user enters username and password. Then request goes to the server. Server receives the request and server checks the credentials are correct. If credentials are correct, then it creates a JWT token and send a successful response to the client along with the JWT token. The client receives the response and it gets the JWT token and stored it in the client side. Most commonly, the JWT token will be stored in local storage, but it can be stored in session storage or cookie as well. Then for any subsequent request, the client send JWT token to the server. Usually, JWT token will be set it in the authorization header. And server receives the request and from authorization header, it gets the JWT token and server decodes the JWT token and checks if the token is valid. And if valid, then the request will be processed and server sends a successful response back to the client. And once users log out, the token is destroyed on the client side. No interaction with the server is necessary. You can get Java source code link from the description of the video. In mobile, to see the description, click on this icon. It will expand like this and here you can see the description. It contains Java source code links. Click on these links to get the Java source code.